Hey, with Aday in Telos, and we are in Mount Shasta. Well, we're not in Mount Shasta yet, but we're working on it. We did find the back door, and that's in Dunsmuir, to Telos. What do you mean you don't know nothing about Telos? A lot of people know about Telos. Google it up on the internet. Telos, Telos. Legends of Mount Shasta. Anyway, you go for it, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Say, is it spring in Mount Shasta yet? There's snow and weather still up on the mountain. But there's lots of beautiful water coming down from the eddies that are just going to put so much water in the system that the fish will be able to fly this way. No, they don't really fly. But hey, I have some subjects today. One main subject that we're going to work on is food. Food is power, and seeds are wealth. When I thought about that, I can understand how seeds could be wealth and how food could be power. All the starving people are just waiting in line to get what they want 3 times a day, maybe 1 time a day. I know it depends on if you're doing well or doing bad. But enough of that. On the subject today about plants, we're going to discuss plants that you can eat. I know, back to the wild with, what was that guy's name? I can't think of his name, but he was teaching us all about different things that you could eat from the wild. Well, we're going to have a special guest here pretty soon. I think he's still out picking some daisies or something, but hey, have you ever had daisy tea? The leaves are really good for what ails you, but it's even better if you just drink it. First thing in the morning, it kind of cleanses the liver. So we're not having any more snow here, but we still have cool weather, and here it is June 9th. I'm sure somebody is having more hot weather than we are, but that's all right. I don't tend to like the super hot weather. We got a whole bunch of shows today. We've been doing a record-breaking in June. I've probably been doing 10 shows by the end of June, which I'll be playing over the next July and August, September maybe. Wow, life has been fast. So I just found out that I've been working here at the studio, doing shows, I should say, renting the studio for 6 years now. Wow, that was an interesting blessing. 6 years of creativity. So I get my master's. I get the master's that I've been doing. I had you fooled there. 6 years of master's. That'd be pretty good too. Anyway, so we'll be able to play more, and if you want to order any of the past shows, you can just call me up or email me or call the office here at mctv15.org, which is the recording studio. Now, some people think I own this place. Some people think I just play here. But you know what? I'm the artist, and this is my canvas. Yes, and everything that goes on here is just a reflection of who I am. And I hope most of it's really good. So with that being said, can we look at the round table? Now, this is King Arthur in the round table, and what I'd like to have is all of the knights that are watching this. I want you to show up here for the next couple shows, and we will knight you. I'll even come in as King Arthur in my garb. Or no, my garb? No, that would be, this would be King Arthur right here. Isn't that pretty cool? Anyway, always looking for donations for the show and for projects that we're doing. So you can call me up and say, hey, we got something for you as a subject, or we have something for you as donations. So keep that in mind. As you see, the round table has got a lot of gold and silver and rings and things on it that people have donated over the years. On the rings, I've made sure that they take the fingers off before they give them to me. So. Hey, Mr. Paws, Are you ready to come down and play with me? Well, not with me, but the flowers and the plants. Yep, I see him walking down. Oh, here he is coming this way. What's our first plant we're going to work with? Oh, he brings
Arthur!
his... Hey!
See you.
Pause. You know, it's a blessing.
It's always good to see you.
Hey.
Now, Arthur is a nutritionist. You have to understand that. Arthur knows all about plants. He knows more than I do.
I don't know where you're at. I can't see you right now.
I don't, neither can I. I'm hiding somewhere, ain't I?
You're hiding on
I might be
that
invisible.
side.
Anyway. You think I'll show up sometime?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Where's the director in this?
Where's the director in this program today? Well, I'm not on. My voice is on.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I'll be the ventriloquist. You be the ventriloquist.
Hey, you look as white out as I do.
Oh my goodness. There you are.
Hey, let's look at this camera over here.
Okay. Now, you have to understand, Arthur knows so much about plants. I'm just learning. There's always someone that knows more than you and someone knows less than you.
But I'm still being taught by him, too.
And I'm being taught by him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fun.
We are the teachers.
Of the world.
Of the planners.
Okay. So all this gold here, right? Food is power. Horsepower. And seeds are wealth. Now, there's a wonderful native Mohawk elder that was quoted as saying, when you have killed off all the buffalo, when you've taken the last fish from the river, when you've cut down the last tree, then I hope you can eat your money.
Woo!
She said it to Theodore Roosevelt somewhere along the line.
Well, you know, I can melt down my gold and eat it.
Yeah, we all have gold in us, I know.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, we can get more than that.
We need that much?
Yeah, well, it turns your light body on in both sides of your brain.
Goodness, how do you turn them off?
They're off right now.
Okay, on or off, we're on. So here's some more wealth. Check this out. There's no camera to see it close up, but here it is. Look at this. Look at that. Whoa.
What are those?
Those are the seeds from one seed last year. One seed.
One seed.
I'll be right back, folks. Our cameraman recognizes this one, Scott. This is called Isatis tinctoria. This critter...
It sounded like you said, I caught you with a pink flower.
It's true. Isatis tinctoria. This plant has at least 5,000 seeds on it from one seed. Now,
Wow.
in one season, can you do that with anything else in this economy? Unless you're a bankster and get interest on top of interest on top of interest. But we can't get too political here. The real economy is right here. Look at this. It's wild, it's hardy.
It's edible.
It's edible. It's prolific, self-sowing, annual or perennial. This will keep you fed. It'll keep you healthy. Paracelsus. Let your food be your medicine and your medicine your food. Now you can eat these little florets. They're kind of peppery. You want to try one?
Sure. I'm game. If I pass out.
Well, I'm supposed to eat it first though. Hang on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I rub it in my fingers first. Then I smell it. What does it smell like? You smell mine. It smells like mustard. Brassica family. It tastes like mustard, but it's not a mustard family. It's in the mustard family, but it's Isatis tinctoria. Now the leaves, you can eat the leaves too. You can peel these off, steam them, make a tea. And this plant, from
So what does this do to you?
this tip to that tip, is an antiviral,
Antiviral,
antifungal,
antifungal,
antibacterial,
antibacterial,
anti-inflammatory.
anti-inflammatory. So
And
that means if a person was fixed this just right, they wouldn't have any more aches in their joints?
I just eat it as a food. I don't know.
Well,
But I suspect so.
you suspect.
Well, I can't speak from experience.
You don't have any aches and pains
I
today?
don't have any aches and pains today.
Okay, well, that must be that it works.
Now, the Chinese recognized this plant for ages probably a couple thousand years. And they call it balangien. The root is called balangien, and the top is called, I forget the name. But they both have the same properties. In the British Isles, this is called Dyer's Woad. Ah, hi, bro.
That one right there.
We're back on this.
Yeah. See
We're
the
not
red light?
invisible. No. Anyway, here we are. In the British Isles, this is called Dyer's Woad. The young leaves produce a blue dye, indigo. Before we had indigo in Europe from the East, they would use this plant for a blue dye. Now, this is also a Swiss pharmaceutical company, whose name I forget right now, Scott wanted to know that, is researching this plant, and it has found out this plant, when you bruise the leaves, the plant is 20 times more nutritious than broccoli. And broccoli's in right now, you know that.
Broccoli's
Broccoli
in, but this
sprouts.
is more in.
This is going to be more in. More wealth because it's wild. And if you bruise the leaves, it's 40 times more nutritious than broccoli. Amazing. Plants
Did you
always
happen to
amaze
bring
me.
some fresh mountain water?
Oh, yeah, I did. How'd you know?
'Cause,
Am
I'm
I-
all of a sudden getting healed.
Here's some mountain water.
All right. Excuse
Fresh.
me while I
This is from
take a swig.
the Mount Shasta, so-called headwaters in the park in Mount Shasta. So that's it. Here's wealth.
It'll help my head.
And, oh yeah, unfortunately, in the North American continent, this is considered the sweet, gentle plant that does all these wonderful things. Is considered a noxious, invasive weed. Give me a break. You know,
Maybe they're the fungus that this weed is trying to get rid of.
well, you know, they have a point though. If you're growing hay, it gets in the field and it can dominate. Okay? A rose in an alfalfa field is a weed. An alfalfa in a rose garden is a weed. So there's some relativity there, but intrinsically this plant is not invasive or noxious. It's delicious. It's an aid to our health, strength, and sanity. So they want to kill this because it invades the pastures. But it doesn't really invade. It
Well,
fills an empty space.
Can't they eat that?
Yeah, we could have a new industry in Scott Valley.
Yeah.
That's where
Get
this
that
thing.
fungus out of the cows.
Well, the cows won't eat it. Horses won't eat it. It's meant for humans,
Okay.
and it's meant for the soil. It does something for the soil. So this is a wonderful plant. Dyer's woad, noxious weed. Oh, you know the only really invasive, noxious species? Guess what it is? It's the mind that has not surrendered to the heart. That could be me, huh? I know. Oh well.
Well, with that, I'm going to take another drink.
I know. So, I'm Mr. Noxious and Invasive, but this plant sure isn't. Okay, wealth.
So what else you got?
Well, I dashed out and got a bunch of stuff. I've been wanting to introduce you to one of my favorite friends. And they are friends, and they're not an it or a what, they're a who, because they have characteristics just like we do. They are what they are, and they do what they do, just like we do. And we have names. This has more names than we can ever imagine. Latin names, Chinese names, Irish names. A nickname is Rabbit Bush.
Oh, rabbit bush.
I call it Silver Swan. I like that name.
Now,
And-
why do they call it rabbit bush? Because the rabbits like
The
it?
rabbits hide under it, yeah. They
Ah.
actually, if you're out there, they'll be hiding
Is
under
there
it.
a rabbit under your hat there?
Yeah. It's out right outside. It said I could borrow these.
Oh, I see.
There's a gray one.
Should brought the bunny in.
Well, next time.
Oh, okay, next time.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
I'll have to ask first, though.
Well, just,
Might take a while.
I'll leave the dogs out.
I'll leave the dogs out. Okay. That was my line. Leave the dogs out, and I'll bring them.
No, that was my line.
Okay. Our line.
Together, leave the dogs out.
So this one is called Gray Rabbit Bush, and this one is called Green Rabbit Bush. Oh, you like stevia? I don't like stevia at all. It's
no,
a
it has a
sweetener.
bad taste on it.
Well, the green one, when it first comes out, the little buds, the little side shoots on the plant, the little The little plants on the stem taste so sweet, but better than stevia.
That's good.
Is that good? Now try this one. This one's a little different flavor. I prefer this one, the Silver Swan. And they smell a little different too. And you could use the twigs for a tea also. Actually, I like to gather these in the late winter, early spring when there's no buds have opened up. And I cut these beautiful silvery stems.
This is kind of spicy.
Yeah. You prefer this one?
I like them both, actually.
Yeah, I like them both too now. And you can bundle them up in a little tie down here.
Keep them warm.
Yeah, a little wand. There's no leaves on it. They won't rot. And then when you want tea, you just nip off the tips. Little
After it dries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the winter, in the late winter, early spring.
Oh, that's when the best time is.
Yes. It has the strongest flavor that I enjoy, anyway. And that's same with this one.
And who's these flowers?
This is.
Did you bring me flowers?
I did, Arthur. I knew you liked this color. What color is that?
It's kind of like a violet. This is like a light blue, and that's more like a violet.
Okay. Together they make
Flame and Brew. What is this guy?
Violet River. Okay.
Oop, oop.
So this one is called flax. Have you ever seen flax? Remember linen?
Flax?
Cloth? Yeah, flax. You can eat the flowers, eat the buds. Later on, when they actually go to seed, you can crack open the seed pod.
That's good. I like the seed pod.
And eat the you can separate. So black flax are wild. It's a local wild black flax. Or you can just grind up the whole pod with the seed in it. If you're lazy like me, not lazy, you want to be efficient like
Lazy?
me. Yes.
I've never known a man like you be lazy. But you
I
can
know.
go out and get some bushes out here and bring them in.
Okay, so that's flax, and you could
Hey,
actually
you
make.
got a little critter in there.
I know the ant came along,
Yeah, it's go
uninvited.
marching one by
it's
one.
staying there. I'll take it back. Its relatives are saying, "Where are you? I'm here. I'm on Arthur's show." Boy, is it ever going to have lots to talk about, huh? It was on Arthur's show.
Dude, what brought you to Mount Shasta?
That's right.
Oh, right there he is, right there. He's running, man. He's like, I don't want to be on your show right now.
He's going to hide underneath this wonderful stuff. This is purple vetch.
Cripple?
Purple.
Oh, purple.
I know. Without teeth, sometimes it comes out a little strange. So the whole plant's edible. The leaves, the flowers, and the seed pods, which it doesn't. They're not here yet, but they will be. They're really the flowers are real yummy. Check out those flowers. They're much more yummy than the flax. Yummo. Hey, somebody called me up today before I came on the show and said, "Hey, pause. Have you had your Wheaties today?" I said, "Wheaties? I'm eating rye." No. Have you had your Wheaties today? Like Weedies? Oh, my Wheaties. Of course I have. I had wild mustard, and I had. Oh yeah, here's what I had.
Did you have Wheaties? You had all types of them.
I know. And here we are in Weed, eating our Wheaties.
Oh, these weeds.
Yeah, she wanted us to market Wheaties. Oh my goodness. This is a wonderful wild mustard tip. Yummy.
So what do you do with
I forget
this?
where I was. I usually squeeze everything. Without teeth, I usually use my fingers as teeth. I love the smells. That's part of eating. This is how I dry things. I have a little tray.
No, you're
tray,
the only guy I know that puts all these in your front window and drive around.
and I drive around on my
smelling 'em.
dashboard, but not greens. You dry greens in the shade and heat.
Right.
But you don't, and you do roots and fruits in the sun, but greens in the shade. And I put a little bit, this is kind of neat stuff. I have some leftover daikon I cut up, I couldn't eat it.
Some what?
Daikon radish,
Radish,
I
okay.
sliced it. And I have lemon on my salad, and I dry my lemon peel.
And what do you
And
do with that later?
Well, this you can grind any kind of citrus, as long as it's organic. You can dry the skins and then powder them and use them as a condiment. They actually have a name for this. It's called zest.
Zest.
Orange zest, lemon zest, mandarin zest. I have it all, Arthur. It's all worth
mandarin.
more than money.
Hey, your beard is growing
Growing weeds.
green.
I'm growing weeds, am I? Well, here's some broccoli. A little bit of broccoli I couldn't eat. And some carrots.
these guys have got to be the cutest little critters I've
No.
seen for a long time.
I don't have
Are
refrigeration.
they edible?
Yeah.
They're bendable too.
Yeah, they're real flexible.
I
like
want to
us.
make a little man out of that.
So I don't have refrigeration, so I use the cool of any space. And you don't really need refrigeration for vegetables or fruits. A refrigerator, that is.
And what's up, Doc?
Yeah, what's up, Doc? Carrots. It's good for the eyes. Well, that's... And then I buy this, what's called plastic canvas. Just white stuff.
Flash the canvas?
Plastic.
Oh, plastic.
Yep. Flash the canvas. So you can get it at a craft store, or dare I say, Walmart or Rite Aid. And you can do. I use it to separate the cardboard from whatever I'm
It
drying.
helps it to breathe also, doesn't it?
It helps it to breathe, keeps it from rotting, and picking up whatever's in the cardboard. Who knows what's in that cardboard? But
Who knows?
I don't.
He
I don't.
knows.
Some
Did you just say you had some books?
I brought some books. Yeah, thanks for the. Oh, I brought. Oh, actually, these are people, but these people ended up between some pages. These are wonderful books. Oh, I got to start with this guy. This gentleman, Michael Roland Shaw Moore, just passed away February of last year. My goodness. His website is incredible.
Want me to hold that for you?
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
that for you?
I'll get the website. He's got several books. You can read one of those titles. I want to get the correct name of his website because
Now, there's this book right here, which is very orange, and it's Medical Plants of the Mountain West.
then he has Medicinal Plants of the Desert and Canyon West, just to confuse
Desert
you,
and Canyon West.
and Medicinal Plants of the Pacific West. So we got the desert, the Pacific, and the mountain. He covered it all. And he had a wonderful school, and it still exists, called the Southwest School of Botanical Medicine. And his website is swsbm.com. swsbmw.com, pardon me.
BMW?
Yeah, BMW. Now his website has so many freebies. You can download in a PDF form probably at least 100 books that are out of print that are extremely important on various plants and topics. So I really love him. And he has wonderful audio CDs you can buy that are so educational on numbers and numbers of plants. My other favorite person, who hasn't written a book yet, but she has a website. You have to take a look at this person. Her name is Rebecca Lerner. That's this person here. She's a investigative journalist, wonderful journalist, but she's also an urban forager. And her friend, Emily Porter, they both have blogs. Her blog location, which I use for my own, with her permission, because people ask for a website, and I say First Ways, FIRSTWAYS.com. And it's an open portal to foraging. She has links to everything, schools, books, people, and what they call, there's these annual events that they have. We'll skip that for now. And Emily is an herbalist. She's a very knowledgeable young lady herbalist. The two of them they do these urban foraging 101. They do it in Portland on weekends, and they do it in Eugene sometimes. I've yet to meet them within the color of their within each other's eyes, but someday I will. But I communicate with Rebecca by email. Wonderful website. And also Emily's website is called Tracker of Plants. She works with a wonderful organization.
What is it again?
Tracker.
Oh, Tracker.
Yeah, Tracker. TRACTRO. Is that a tracker? I forget how to spell that.
Tracker of Plants.
Of plants, yeah. Tracker. TRACKER of plants.com. The two of them together are quite the team. I guess, what else? Book-wise.
Book-wise.
Um,
What about this?
These books
Roots?
over here.
Did you show us Roots? This one here?
oh yeah, this is cool. So food is power and seeds are wealth. Okay. So you're going to want to hang on to food. There's high-tech, low-tech, and no-tech. I'm into no-tech, ideally. This is about as techy as I get. Plastic and cardboard. And books, that's pretty technical. But you can put food by, preserving food without freezing or canning. That's what I wanted to know. And there's several books you can find on the internet. And I chose this one because it was more to my approach to things. It was less technical. The author's name is Deborah, leave it to the women, Madison.
Deborah Madison.
Let's see now. That's the foreword. Now, who's the author? Well, nobody knows.
Well,
So that's that.
you know what?
We're done.
We're almost.
Well,
You got a
before we're
couple
done,
more
wait,
things-
you can't
got
be
a
done
couple more
yet.
things to say.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This book is extremely important. You got to go to their website. It's called, what is it called? Wildflowers and Weeds. Pardon me. Wildflowers and weeds.com. They have hundreds of color photographs. You can learn all about plants according to their families, and literally in a day.
In a day.
Almost a day.
Hey, in matters of fact, this is a finish of our day, or just the beginning of our day. Hey, here's a nice little book to read. It's called, what is it called? Fountain of Youth. It's exercise, Tibetan rites. You try this, and your life will change to the better of health. I'm working on it, and I'm feeling better. Thank you, folks.
Thanks, Arthur.